Hey there. Today we are going to be touring a monolithic dome house that I built in The Sims. Now, starting on the outside, I really wanted to make a concrete dome. I was going through TikTok basically, and I came across a video that mentioned how economical monolithic dome houses are, even though, I know concrete isn't the most environmentally friendly of materials, but I was still intrigued by this idea of a monolithic dome house. And so I wanted to make it concrete. I'm not in love with the colors I chose, the orange and the blue, but I found one that was like a really cute purple and pink one. So if I had that option, I would have done that. But there aren't really that many, at least non-CC roof concrete looking options. If I wasn't stuck on the monolithic dome, and I think it's a geo something dome house, then I probably would have gone with like that kind of pinky landscape, or like maybe like a nice some kind of a pastel thing, or I found some other like really cool looking domes with wood siding, and there were some gold domes, and there's just a lot of them, like a lot of grassy ones, but I already made a hobbit hole, so I decided not to do that. But yeah, basically I really, The Sims, you're limited to the what the options are in the game, but in order to have light in there, I decided to make a bunch of little portals. And don't worry, we are gonna go inside. Unfortunately, while the roof is up when you're viewing it from the outside, it does look like the windows are covered up, but once you're actually playing it, you don't need to worry about that. When you're actually playing it, you can see from the inside out, like you can see outside, and light comes in, and you'll see that when we're touring the inside. I really do like the inside, but yeah, I just wanted to give it this nice, bright, colorful look, so that it felt like almost, I don't know, like tropical, I guess. I don't really know if that's the right word, but I wanted to make it nice and fun and colorful, and not just like a big white slab on the outside, even though I do like the inside aesthetics of white different shapes, like the different odd rounded corners and stuff of a regular an actual monolithic dome house. I do like it when it's white, because a lot of times you can't get as many windows as you might want, and so it really bounces around the light. But yeah, just in a minute here, we're gonna get inside the house, and I really like the way that the inside of the house went. But yeah, I gave it a garden because I wanted to take that idea of how economical it can be, and it, in some ways the monolithic dome houses are environmentally friendly. In some ways they're not. Like, for instance, the concrete material is not, but I would need to look into that a little bit more. But let's go inside. So I really love the way that this turned out from the inside. The main room is just I used the orange lighting to really make it look homey, and I used the heck out of the plant kit, which I know is not for everyone, but I really love plants, so that was something that I utilized quite a lot in this build, and I really like the way it turned out. It just looks so cozy, and unfortunately, as you can see, I was not able to make the roundedness of the rooms that the monolithic dome houses traditionally have. But I just I had to work with it. I had to work with the angles, even though I really wish The Sims could make it so you could round walls and whatnot, because that could have looked so cool with like a big dome ceiling and like the walls, at least on the outer sides, like you wouldn't be able to really see it too much from here. But you could possibly see like a nice like curvature by the windows and stuff. Because I wouldn't have had the portals, I would have just had the windows like on the dome. But I like the way that it came together with the constraints that you have in The Sims 4. I think that I mean I don't think I do really like the way it came together. And like I liked there is a certain amount of openness, but also a certain amount of like division that I really liked, and that was a challenge that came with a certain like odd, like almost like octopus shape of the house that I made, because that's like underneath of the dome ceiling. That is like the basic shape of the actual like walls is like almost like a strange like little like angular octopus. So basically when you're working with that, you kind of have to compartmentalize it, and that's what I did. But I really like the way it turned out. It's a pretty big house. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, a kitchen with like a cute like breakfast like nook area in the kitchen. But yeah, the first room that I wanted to check out is the medium room. It's a pretty cool room. I do like it, if I do say so myself. It has a bunk bed. I really like the way that the windows looked. I was torn of what windows to use, but I decided on these ones because they really tied in with like the wall color, and I felt that they let in light while still making the wall look interesting, and not making it look too odd, the octopus shape. Like I just liked the way that it turned out. So I wanted to pick a room that really tied in with that color here, and so that's why I picked like the color of the bunk bed. I wanted to make this space a nice like area to be able to do hobbies and whatnot. I expect maybe like a teenager or maybe like a young adult might live in this room. But yeah, nothing like too crazy, but I also didn't want to like overpower that big statement window. But there is like a good amount of space, and like a sim can definitely have a nice little life in here. But now we're gonna go over to the tiniest bathroom. It's still really cute. It has another one of those windows. Sorry, I do have to like kind of like stretch out the image because some of the rooms are like kind of compact and it's kind of hard to see them. But yeah, it's there's nothing like too fancy. I didn't want to put too much wall art up because I chose like because the windows are such a statement that I just didn't want to overpower all of that, and it's such a unique build. And also in the bathrooms, please pretend like there's not like a see-through screen there. I like to pretend that like it's like a frosted glass or something that you can't see into. But now let's go into the tiniest bedroom. Again, I wanted to make the most bang for your buck in this room, if you will. It is pretty tight, but I got a lot in here. You can have a desk, you can sleep, you can, you have a nice closet, there's a nice mirror for you here. I really wanted to punch up the place because I didn't, because it is pretty small and I couldn't really get like artwork on here either. So I decided to make the theme of this particular room red because I really just wanted to make it more energized and not like redundant and like a copy of the medium-sized bedroom that we had. And now we are going to head over to the biggest bathroom. Again, it's like very, very similar to the other bathroom. It's just longer, and we have a bathtub here just in case we have some toddlers living here. Obviously the rooms aren't set up for toddlers, but if the sim does have toddlers, then they can go ahead and have a bath to be here. But if there are no toddlers, then we can just go ahead and let Sims have the ability to like relax in like a bubble bath or like a just regular bath or whatever. You know what I mean? All right, now we're gonna head over to one of my favorite rooms. That is the main bedroom. I love it. The view is stunning. I just love the greenery. Like we have a nice view of the garden from this side, which really ties in with the greenery. I wasn't sure if I was ever going to use these end tables here, like from the plant kit, but I absolutely did. And eventually the sim is going to have like a big wall of like Polaroids, but for now we just have one. Because I haven't played with the sim very much. Like she pretty much has like one friend because I just played like barely any time with her. But yeah, she has a best friend. She's got a picture with them. We have a nice inset closet, which I didn't want to pick like too out there of color, so I really just picked like a nice like not super bright purpley color to give the room like a little bit of contrast from the green, but also don't make it too neutral. So that was kind of what I was going with the closet, but I really like the roundness of some of the shelving that I used because it really gives that organic feel that you get from like the leaves from the plants there. And then I love this section. It's like a little like heater, or not heater, fireplace. And it just is really cozy, and I put candles on top to give it some nice like cozy lighting. And I just love this room, and I was really happy with how, because it's a very angular room, so I was worried about how that was going to turn out, but I actually really I'm very happy with how I was able to utilize this kind of funky shaped room, because as with regular monolithic dome houses, one issue that you have is that there's a lot of times a lot of wasted space, and I really don't think that I wasted too much space in this house, that was one of the biggest challenges. And now let's head over to the kitchen. I love it. I tied in the greenery into the cabinets and just the overall colors in here, and I wanted it to just seem very cozy but like not cold. Well, duh, cozy's not cold, what the heck. I wanted it to like come across as like nice and like just welcoming and warm, like a place you could bake, a place that you could like just be comfortable and like grab a cup of coffee or tea or cocoa and like look out the window and admire the view. And I to pop off the green, because I didn't just want it to be like green and white, because again that can be kind of cold in and of itself. I really wanted to tie in like some reddish like orangey colors to like set that off, but not like super orange or red, in order to make it look like kind of, I guess, juvenile. Like I wanted to make them more neutrally shades, which is why I chose like that shade of rug and like that kind of table that I chose. But yeah, I like kind of wanted to give it like granny's like country kitchen vibes, which I know doesn't 100% fit with like that kind of like tropical, like I'm trying to think of the right word, because tropical kind of doesn't feel the right way. Like when you think of tropical, you think of like, I think the pack that I'm thinking of, the expansion pack, is like Island Paradise. I don't actually have that one. I don't have that expansion pack. I think it's Island Paradise. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But that's not what I created here. Maybe like it's not really Moroccan, whatever. It looks a little bit like just fun and like not necessarily standard like North American housing, I guess. Or I guess Western. I don't know. But I really like the way that it came together. I really like all of the colors. I wanted to like, the base of it is very plain when you look at it. It's very much white walls, very neutral flooring. But I wanted to make it cozy and look lived in, and I really think I was able to accomplish that. And I just I don't know. I could imagine living here. I really like it. And again, I was torn between that, like, what drew me in initially to monolithic dome houses. By the way, we're done with the tour. I just kind of wanted to talk more about monolithic dome houses if you wanted to stick around. But when I first heard about them on that TikTok video, basically it's that they're very, very cheap. The pros are that very quick to make. Basically you like have like a bubble and like you blow it up and the concrete's poured over it, and I think there's either foam poured on the outside or the inside for insulation, like you pick. But the pros are that because of the shape, you use like I don't remember, it's like 30% less. I might be wrong. I think it's like 30% less of the materials, so it's less wasteful in that respect. And in terms of energy bills, I think it like cuts your bills by like 50%. Again, I think that's like ballpark, so don't take my word for it, but just know considerably less materials, considerably less time, and considerably less energy bills because of the insulation. It has very good insulation, and also on top of that, it is very they stand for a long time. You don't really have to worry about like leaks, and like it's much lower maintenance and all of that good stuff. The issue is that it is made of concrete, and concrete, there were some sort of emissions that it gives off that are not great. But on top of that, it uses a ton of water, specifically like clean drinking water, which is an issue. But I kind of wonder if there's like I feel like someone needs to like weigh out the pros and cons in the resource use in this particular situation. Because yes, it does take extra water, but I wonder if that amount of water can be offset by the reduction possibly in I might totally be wrong. I wonder, like I wish that there was someone that, or I hope that someone will, if they haven't already studied this, like how much money would it save, like reducing, or how much water would it save to not have to repair as much of the like deterioration of a regular like wooden house, and how much money, or not, how much water can be saved from the reduction in materials being used and the reduction in like energy that it takes to like run the house, I guess. And then the other issue is that just having like these heat pockets of the sun hitting concrete, that's an issue. But then I also wonder, because there are some of these domes that have like grass growing over the top, but then I was looking into this and I got into a rabbit hole, and I was wondering, like, I wanted to make sure, like, okay, like, is grass like good? Grass is good for the environment. And then I got into this rabbit hole that was like, grass actually can harm the environment. Like the traditional grass that we're thinking of, like in front of like a suburban front yard, because we have to mow it so much in order to keep like ticks and stuff out. And so I was looking, and like probably the best bet for having like a green top, like a lawn of sorts, growing on top of your monolithic dome house, in order to keep that heat pocket from like the sun hitting the concrete, and then making it artificially warmer in that area. I guess not artificially, like just technically warmer. Um, Factually warmer? I don't know. You could have like a field of like clover or wildflowers or something like something of that sort. It really depends also on that particular area that you live in. Like a desert area, like some of those things like aren't gonna grow there. But yeah, so that was just my idea. I got really interested in monolith dome houses, and I'm still intrigued. I wish that people would do more research that have more resources and like more information on them, and I wish that they would look into them because they're really cool. I think that they look a little bit silly, but like I'm kind of into them. Like they feel like very like 60s like futuristic, even though the 60s is in the past, but like the way that like people in the 60s envisioned like houses to be like in the distant future. And I really like it. I like the way that it turned out. And even though I gave it kind of a funky, like, odd shape on the outside, I think I made it nice and cozy and warm and fun on the inside. And yep, that is it. If you stuck around to the end, then thank you very much. I have enjoyed chatting with you all, and I hope you have a good night.